Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down under the nitty-gritty, under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised. I'm your friendly neighborhood Schizologist, your friendly neighborhood Emeraldpillarking, which no one on the internet is talking like me because I'm crazy. Crazy taxi, right? So the topic for today, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below, right? So hey, hello. Say hello, crazy taxi. Hey, brothers and sisters of light and dark. And of course, since I'm the only alpha on the internet who actually literally have real life videos of me being on PORNHUB and OnlyFans and me getting permission from the women before anything happens, because I'm not no R. Kelly, I ain't no fucking Bill Cosby, none of that shit, because I don't do drugs. We're going to talk about a topic for today. Why ain't nobody doing virtual boyfriend? Why ain't nobody doing rent-a-boyfriend? Because I remember back in the days when I used to be a Fetish-Gigolo, or I would get paid for my services. I would do more things than those things as well. I would get paid for babysitting services, because single mothers are banging. They're hitting out there, okay? Because most of them are most likely going to be deadbeat mothers. They don't know what to do. And this message is also pertaining to how to teach women a lesson in general, especially when you're younger. The younger generation who's millennials should be teaching women and to show other women who failed. Because I see women out there apologizing out there and shit. But other than that, they was just horny. That's all. They was just not taught. So I recommend you guys to do this, okay? You start a business and have something to sell. Because most of you guys are betas and you are in your emotions. And most of them you will simp. Because you don't know what the real word simp means. Simp means suckers investing in mediocre pussy. Mediocre means used. I learned this from the Pimps. I talk straight through because this is unscripted. So the moral of this video, I talk very quickly, and if you can't pay attention, too bad, because I do have a services. Check my credentials. They're pretty high. Even Kevin Samuels learned something from me. He blew up on one of his videos. I don't do that what he does, okay? All right? As you already know, he's not a therapist, but I am a therapist. I give guys innovative ideas all the time for free, okay? Now, I do the real deal type of shit. This is why I got a Patreon. And seats are fucking limited because I can only talk to so many people. So these days, nobody's really doing virtual boyfriending. Because me, I do sexualized things. I talk to unattractive women who want to feel like they're attractive. And I give them some inspiration to look forward towards on how to take advantage of a lot of beta males so they can be happy sexually mainly. Because that's what all it is. They want attention. They want someone to be under, okay? And I teach women how to do things like go overseas themselves. But there are some women who try, but they don't want to listen to everything. They don't want to change their personification, their personality. They want to be a diva, okay? And then they will never learn it, and they'll start to stink down there. And then no man will want them because they keep smoking cigarettes and alcohol. But nobody's really, I remember I got the pager. I had the pager and the black little beeper. I had the first phones when it first came out. I still got my own goddamn FUBU code, goddamn. As a matter of fact, I walk around that forever. I still got that goddamn $300, $400 coat when it came out, okay? But nobody knows who I am because that's how I want it, okay? And if I blew up and shit, I'm pretty much afraid of the public, so I don't really like the public too much because I don't want to do any magic on anybody because I have special abilities like motherfucking Doctor Strange. But anyway, since nobody's doing virtual boyfriend no more, okay, I still do it. But I can't go to your house. If you a woman and you calling me and you want some services, you talk to me. You can get an idea of who I am by talking to me for like a week or something. And then you can start paying in the 4th tier for $20 a month. It's not bad, okay? Everybody's selling themselves on YouTube, but I take out the middleman. I don't do monetization on YouTube. I'm not lazy, though. I'm not lazy. It's just that I'm paranoid of other people who I might catch up. I might get them caught because of my magic, and they don't understand who I am because they think I'm delusional, which I'm really not, okay? But anyway, since nobody's doing the fucking virtual boyfriend and nobody's doing no fetish-gigolo in these days, even gigolos don't get paid as much, so that business is going to be out, okay? I recommend you guys to teach women, if no matter what age you are, that they will be cursed if they don't listen to you, because that's what I used to do. When I was up in these women's houses, taking care of the kids, giving them massages, giving them masseuse, checking the pussies, and do too much stuff that you guys just don't do, okay? I would tell women, you should not teach your daughters these things. You will be cursed. It's called the curse of Lilith. I repeat, it's called the curse of Lilith, or you can call it the curse of Babylon, the curse of the Jezebel. You can call it the curse. Because what happens is that when women don't listen to their elders, I was an elder compared to them, apples and oranges. And I would say, hey, you know, you think you sound like my father. I said that, hey, I'm not your father. Most fathers are beta alphas. They don't understand where I'm coming from. I tell them this is how you're supposed to be, and they don't want to hear it. You tell women, that you show them pictures and videos and testimonials of women apologizing when they're 40 and in their 50s because they fucked up and the pussy starts stinking because they rode the cock carousel too much. You guys gonna have to start teaching these women. If you're 22 and you see a female just your age and you see my fucking video, right? You tell them what they shouldn't be doing, because they're the ones who are ruiners of society. They're the biggest murderers. Women are the biggest murderers in the world. Now, there be women arguing with me like, oh, men do the war. No, that's because the women who raised the men don't teach them the proper way, because they didn't have the father figure to teach their asses. And then it's a generational curse. When grandmas was never taught by alphas, and then the great-great-grandmas was never taught by alphas, that's because they chose the wrong man to sleep with because of beauty and lust. Okay, but that's the pathology of it, though. Now, if you want to have a conversation with me, we can have a conversation. Please, please, guys. I don't give a fuck I don't care if you're a millennial. These women will be cursed. I've seen so many tons of thousands of women who I saw when I was younger, and you think I'm young right now, man. It's like I saw them fine as hell. They would reject me because my teeth was fucked up at that time, but I knew they was cursed. I was the one sitting in the back of the library reading all the books, helping all those thugs and shit, working on those cars and those fucking gangsters and those hoods. They knew I was a prodigy. They told me it's time to go, man. It's time to go, and I did that shit. But you won't see my shit because I'm cringy, right? Because your mind is fucking closed off. But the moral of what I'm saying here is that if you're a young buck guy, okay, see, I use young buck. Nobody talks like busters and simps and shit like the way I do. But if you're a young buck and you see a sister who's just your age, you're 22, she's 17 or 18, teach women before it's too late, before they get cursed, that if they don't act right now to learn what men's hobbies are, knowing how to compliment, because women don't have as much as an intellectual, they don't have emotional intelligence to take care of a man. They just don't. A man, even a man who's young, has more emotional intelligence than a female. Now, if you disagree with me, we can talk about it. But you guys gonna have to tell women in advance, okay? Because you take the initiative. That's a form of emotional intelligence. You take the initiative to compliment her. You take the initiative to do all these things to her pussy. You take the initiative to call her beautiful all the time because you're eager for that pussy. You eager for that used vagina. You do all these things. You keep yourself busy by playing games. You keep yourself active, being on the nigga courts. Okay, I see you guys. I see you. I see you. I see some of you incels having weapons and guns, talking about your life. I see you. You have emotional intelligence. You hustling and shit. You got emotional intelligence right there. You come home, all you do is want your dick sucked, and she coming home, blah, 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 because she don't understand how men think. So I tell you guys to teach women before it's too late on how to take care of a man, because a man is low maintenance. And women are high maintenance because they haven't been trained, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Do you know I'm not your average man? I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Kevin Simpsons ain't got shit on me. But let me tell you something here, okay? A lot of guys learn a little bit of things from me, and they fly with it. And you can never be the full package like me. So this video is gonna be labeled as what it is, okay? Why guys don't do virtual boyfriending no more? Why they don't do fetish-gigoloing no more, and why do guys don't? That's not a lucrative business to be a gigolo. It's not. It's not a lucrative business to be a porn star unless you're like Lexington Steele or some shit on the internet, fucking all of the finest bitches and shit, making them bitches bleed and come. Okay, you doing strawberry work up in there, that motherfucker right there. Y'all guys don't got no porn, you got no videos, and then you want to call yourself an alpha. Or you want to get called an alpha by beta women who don't know what a real alpha is. That's sad. That's sad. Alright? So you know how to contact me. I got my information and credentials down below. I do not play games. When I talk to people who are emotional, I cut that conversation quick. I say, hey, I do my research and due diligence. Now I need you to humble your fucking emotion. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Alright? You know, guys, I'm the real McCoy. Ain't nobody like me to be real. I'm the only one that does this and still can get away with it because I'm myself. That's not about it. It's about you being yourself. And y'all, a lot of fake motherfuckers with them ties and they do all that shit with Kevin Simp Samuels. I say, I don't hate on Kevin Simp Samuels. I'm just calling like I see it. I think he's a little bit of fruity. He's on both sides. You gotta watch that shit. Because he had a Dixie chick bag on and shit. Okay, you gotta watch them attire type guys. You gotta watch that shit. That validation, man. That validation. But anyway, what else is there to say about virtual boyfriend and Fetish-Gigolo? And nobody does it no more. And it's sad though, because that's how you sell yourself. I'm also a therapist. A bona fide fucking therapist. And Kevin Simp Samuels is not. And I talk about his name because everybody talking about him. So I could talk about him in a positive sense. He's doing okay. He took one of my ideas. I give a lot of guys a lot of ideas. I already told guys already. If you just talk about virginity in your YouTube video and one of your videos blow up and you got a female you're talking to about something, hey, you can blow up. See, I gave you an idea. If you can actually do virtual boyfriend and shit, and you actually do have a boy, because I was thinking about doing that shit, but I'm not doing that shit because I don't want that exposure. Because I told you I know magic and I don't want to get people in trouble because people like to laugh and giggle, and then shit bad happens to them. Then I'm calling them up and shit, and then next thing you know, I'm like, what happened? What happened? Okay, and you know, there's always something bad happening to people when I'm trying to learn who they are, okay? Because when the ghost comes your way, that's not my problem. You said some wicked shit. I'm not responsible for whatever happens to your kids or your dogs, okay? Or your uncle or your grandfather. I got cameras all around me. Because I don't do threats. I'm just saying I don't like a lot of people watching me, okay? Because I got some mystical powers and people just get into some shit when they fuck with me, okay? Other than that, that's all I really got to say, guys, okay? That's not a threat. I don't threaten nobody. I just mean nothing but love, nothing but love. But some people, is that they get real emotional, man. They in their beta buster mode. There's a lot of bitches out there who ain't got they got too much emotion. I can't deal with people who are emotional like that. If you're emotional, you should not be watching my videos. See, my videos are not pertaining to the masses of asses. I keep saying this. Alright, guys. I hope you learned something in this video. Y'all have a nice day. So I talked about multitudes of things in here, okay? I talked about why people don't do virtual boyfriend and Fetish-Gigolo and why people don't teach. Y'all guys don't teach women. When you see a girl, I teach that too. I said a whole bunch of different things in this video. I hope you learned something in this video. And y'all take it easy. You have a nice fucking day, okay? Peace.